Hi Beatle people, welcome back to A Beatleful Life. So today is 1 year since Paul McCartney's album Egypt Station was released. So I thought I would show you some of my Egypt Station things that I've kind of collected over the past year, and also talk about some of my favorite songs too. So let's get started. So we're going to start with the CD copies that I have. So this is the very first one that I got. This is from Target, hence the green band. This has Get Started and Nothing for Free on it as bonus tracks, which at the time were Target exclusives, and then they were put onto the Explorers edition. And then I have this red band copy. I got this because I entered a raffle that this record store called Looney Tunes had going on. Basically, if you bought a copy of Egypt Station, you could enter to win an autographed lithograph that Paul signed. But unfortunately, I didn't win. But I do still have this with the raffle ticket on it. Next, I have this 45 of Come On To Me and I Don't Know. This was released for Record Store Day last year, I think in November, if I'm not mistaken. Next, I have this Egypt Station Metro card. One of my online friends sent this to me. She lives in New York City. When does this... Oh yes, this actually isn't expired yet. It says it expires December 31st of this year. Next, I have this little printout here. This is related to Egypt Station. This is from when Paul did his Twitter Q&A, and one of my questions was picked. I asked him if he had any other titles in mind for this album, and he said he was considering calling it Matching Teeth, as you can see here. So whenever I listen to Caesar Rock now, I think of this. Next up, I have some Egypt Station pins that I purchased. These were part of the kind of limited time line of Egypt Station merchandise that was released, I think around the time the album came out. I'm now wishing that I bought the t-shirt too, because I don't have an Egypt Station shirt, but I do have these. These actually took quite a long time to arrive. I ordered them in September of last year. They came in at the end of 2018, so they took about 3 months to arrive. As long as I have this jacket in my hand, I might as well show the whole thing. I have this rubber sole pin here. Shout out to one of my subscribers, Robert. He sent this to me a few weeks ago. He got it at the Fest for Beatles fans. And here's the back. This has, some of these patches are from Paul's website. Some of them are from Target, when they had that Beatles collaboration with the brand Junk Food. And then a couple of them are from eBay. This I Heart the Beatles one over here and the Hard Day's Night one, they're from eBay. Next, I have the Freshen Up Tour program. This, of course, has Egypt Station stuff in it. It starts with Paul's descriptions of all the songs. So I may as well take this time, as long as I have this open, to talk about some of my favorite songs on the album. So let's see. I'll pick some from each page. I was originally going to do like a top 5, but it's just too hard to put them in an order. So I'm just going to highlight a couple of them. For You, I definitely like that one a lot. That you know, was definitely in probably my top 3 on the album. For whatever reason, some people don't like that song, but oh well. I was hoping to be able to see Paul on this tour so I could see that song live. I hope when he, if and when he tours next year, I hope he's still doing some Egypt Station songs, because I would really like to hear that one. Who Cares is another one that I really like. And the music video is great for that. Caesar Rock, of course, is a favorite, like I said, because obviously I relate that to what Paul answered for his Q&A. You know, he answered my question, but It was one of my favorites to begin with anyway, because it's a great song. Dominoes, I love Dominoes too. That's my dad's favorite off the album. Despite Repeated Warnings, I love that one. I really wish I had gotten like a epic music video of some kind. I really like that. Hunt You Down, Naked, and Sea Link were initially, I think, my very favorites on the album. They still definitely are on the top, but at this point, it's hard to rank them. I just love the whole album. But I definitely love all of those. I'll show this page here. I have a whole video looking through the Fresh Amp Tour program, so if you want to take a look at that, I will link it above. And also in the program there are these Egypt Station stickers. I have not figured out what to do with these yet. I intended to put them on a poster for when I saw Paul, thinking I was going to see him this year, so hopefully next year. So finally we have the Egypt Station Travelers Edition. I have a whole video completely unboxing this and looking at everything in great detail. I will also link that above, so you can check that out, but I will just highlight briefly some stuff in here. So this, of course, contains the vinyl version of Egypt Station. As I've said in the past, I was specifically waiting for the deluxe box set to come out before I got Egypt Station on vinyl. This folds out. Oops. And then in here is also Egypt Station 2. This contains the same songs that are on the Explorers edition. Frank Sinatra's Party, by the way, is one of my very favorites of the whole Egypt Station kind of musical collection, if you will. 62nd Street, the full-length version of Who Cares, and then the other side has the live performance versions from the secret gigs that he did when he was promoting Egypt Station. But here's the artwork. I have a video talking a little bit more about these songs as well. The cassette version is also in here. I do have a cassette player, by the way. It's my record player that's right behind me there, or right in front of me, rather, is part cassette player, part CD player, part record player, part radio. So I'm not going to go super in-depth on the Travelers Edition like I said, because I have a whole video on that. So that is everything I have to show you in my Egypt Station collection. So big thanks to Paul and the band and the producers and everyone who worked on this album. I love Egypt Station so much. And I really hope that I could hear some of the songs live sometime soon. So thank you very much for watching today's video, and be sure to subscribe to my channel if you want to see more things like this. I'll leave the links to my social media and blog in the description, so you can check those out if you want. And as always, have a beautiful day, everybody. Bye-bye.